in a quiet area of Karachi, amidst a bustling city filled with noise and hustle, we meet the girl named Aisha. She was known for her easygoing demeanor, being modest, kind, and deeply connected to her prayers. Each morning before sunrise, Aisha would whisper her dua with tears in her eyes, yet there was a secret struggle within her peaceful smile. Aisha had dreams, not of material possessions or fame, but of finding someone who has a heart as devoted to Allah as hers does. One day she wished, "I just want love. Not the kind that takes me to fancy lives. I want the love that brings me closer to Jannah." At the same time lived another young man named Hamza. Once he was carefree, chasing worldly success, neglecting prayer, and believing love meant finding someone romantic. However, after a painful heartbreak, he changed. He started praying regularly. He spent nights in meditation asking, "What's it like to find love again for Allah's sake?" One day, Hamza got involved with an Islamic youth event at his local mosque. Aisha was volunteering there, managing a small Islamic bookstall. Their first encounter was quiet. It happened when Hamza gave her an Islamic leaflet. Their eyes met briefly without a word. No incorrect glances or judgments, simply a quiet awareness that something pure had begun. Days passed, and Hamza started following Aisha's work online. He admired her faith and respected her hijab, not because of her appearance, but because she embodied her beliefs. Months later, through family connections, Hamza's mother learned about Aisha's family life. He shared his thoughts with his son, saying, "I think your daughter's faith matches my own. Maybe she's the one for your dua." But when Hamza's proposal reached Aisha's home, her father hesitated. He said, "My daughter will marry when she's finished her education. Don't push her." Hamza didn't get upset. He didn't try to find her or chase after her. Instead, he smiled and replied, "If Allah has written her for me, even if we're separated, she'll never become part of my heart, because my heart belongs to you." So he went back to his way of life, praying, working, and trusting Allah's will. 2 years were gone. Aisha finished her studies and started working with the people. Occasionally, she'd think about Hamza, and her heart would feel calm. One night, while she was in tahajjud, she prayed, "Greater than, O Allah, if he is good for my deen, my life and my end, bring him back to me in this sacred way. If not, please erase this feeling from my heart." Tears welled up in her eyes, but this prayer brought her peace, because she let her heart be guided by Allah. One night, Aisha's dad got a call. It was her brother Hamza's mom. She said softly, "It's been 2 years since we last talked. Hamza hasn't asked anyone else to marry him. We still believe you're the one for him." His dad didn't say no, and when she found out, she was touched with tears, not because of surprise, but because she noticed how much God had blessed them. So, their wedding was simple. No grand celebrations, just deep devotion, smiles, and the warmth that two hearts share when their love is for Allah. When Hamza saw Aisha for the first time after the wedding, he said, "You was never this good to me. You were the one who answered my prayers." Aisha smiled and replied, "And you never were my dream. You were the test of my patience." After some time, they just got closer and closer, not because they talked a lot, but because they believed in each other, prayed for each other, and saw each other's purpose. Sometimes, Hamza would say, "If we ever face challenges, let's not want to know why. Let's ask what Allah wants us to learn." And Aisha would answer, "As long as we put Allah first, nothing can break us." In the end, true love in Islam is not about butterflies or special moments. It's about having patience, being clean, and knowing what you aim for. The best love story is not one that ends in a wedding. It's one that leads both people to Jannah. Greater than when hearts meet for Allah, they remain together forever.